Hello members of the internet, and welcome to an operating system test drive. Today we're going to be looking at the Chromixium operating system, which is a hybrid between Chrome OS and Ubuntu, basically Ubuntu, keeping it lightweight. It's a, how can I say that? It's a internet, it's really dependent on you having an internet connection, as it's mostly made for you to go on the internet and Google, mainly Google Docs, Google, everything Google basically, except the browser, which is Chromium. And of course, well, we're going to be using our fleet of computers, and we're going to be doing a test to see if yes or no they can run that operating system, and we'll be doing a review with the operating system with the last one, which is of course the one that has the better resources. Now, in order for the PC to pass, it must pass the test that I'm going to shoot at it, number one. Number two, it must not be extremely slow. There's points where old machines will get slow, and I'm not expecting zippy fast, but I'm not expecting 15 minutes just to open up an application either. So it's kind of interesting. Let's get started. And these will be the test subject for the operating system: the Pentium 2, a Celeron, and my Pentium 4. Alright, here we go. This is Chromixium on the Pentium 2. There's this big gap at the top, which will be basically where I will put the notes and see how performant the machine is actually. Now, I actually did I did a bit of work before I started it. No, I started shooting, I mean. And first of all, it's a live installation environment, so you can't go directly to setup from boot, which is a little bit of a downside for a Pentium 2, but hey, it did it. Too bad it only took an hour and 35 minutes. It wasn't really responsive when it was going to install the operating system as well, but hey, it took a lot of time to configure. Time to boot from post to, well, after the post to the login screen was 1 minute and 16 seconds, which is not that bad really. And the time to log in was 53 seconds. That's from the login screen all the way till everything showed up and the hard drive LED was off. Now, to begin with, I've seen that the Chromium app launcher doesn't really seem to work. I mean, I'm seeing the hard drive LED do something. I mean, it's working there, but nothing seems to happen. It's working and then boom, it quits. Yep, and it seems to try again, and I don't know. Look, it completely let go. So, how do I access my applications? Well, that's not really a good thing. Well, good thing there's the Windows logo, because when I press on that, I get the menu. Now, I'm going to hover over the applications. I already did a test on that. 30 seconds before this stupid thing shows up. 30 seconds. I'm not really impressed on that. And, yeah, that might be a fail already off the bat. So, the few tests is we're going to do a Word, we're going to open up and do a Word document. Check the resources, how much memory is free and everything. Then we're going to go and connect to the internet via the wireless peripheral we got. And we're going to go on the internet and try to download a file and see how performant it is. So, let's go and see, we're going to do, I'm going to try to do a Word, oh, there's no Word, okay, well that's off the list. Oh, I guess I could use a text editor. Yeah, sure, why not, text editor, I guess that'll do. Oh, that's, I mean, it's 804 megs. So it fits in a DVD, but it doesn't have Word. Huh. Install restricted extras. This is Ubuntu. We also have the Ubuntu apps directory. And the system. Alright, well, let's do a Word document or type something on the text editor. Well, that didn't take too long, which is duh. It's like Notepad. Alright, this is a text document that, and this keyboard is very, very small. That is completely pointless to save. Well, alright, well, let's go to File, Quit. It's gonna ask me, do I want to save? Nope. Oh, that wasn't too bad. But yet again, it's a text editor, so I'll say it's a pass because it's a text editor and it worked fine, but it's your call. It wasn't really the complete full-blown word processing, so I'll give it a pass, but I'm stretching it. Okay, let's go for the resources. Oh, crap. And this is going to happen every single time. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Man, it's about time. Okay, settings, we have a shitload of settings. Oh boy. Oh my goodness, we have Flash Player. Yeah, that's gonna work. Oh boy. Let's see, oh, system. And let's see Task Manager. See the resources we got. Okay, so we got 173 megs of RAM used out of 242. Which is odd because I have 256. What the fuck? Whatever. CPU usage is, you know. But if I start to move the mouse, it's a Pentium 2, modern operating system. Look at it go high. Whee! Ugh. It even does that with XP. You can have more details if you want, which basically just shows you the process ID, I guess. And that's it, really. So, I don't know, it's kind of low. I'm going to give it a low score. Resources being low isn't really a good sign really for the internet, but I gotta do it. Now luckily it supports my wireless device, so that's not a problem. It's very, very rare you're going to see a Pentium 2 with a wireless device, but there's no way I'm hardwiring it because it's a big pain in the butt and I don't have any cables that can reach through it. Alright. Get the password. And we're connected, but 2%? It's right behind the freaking wall. My router's right behind the damn wall. Oh boy, this sounds very fun. Okay, setting up the internet. Let's take out the Bloatmium web browser. If the internet's too shitty, I'm gonna give that a fail and download the file. Well, I won't even think about it. Huh. Chromium doesn't seem to even open. Okay, the internet and the downloads are a fail. Let's try YouTube. I don't know. It looks like the thing doesn't even want to work or something. No, see, the dock applications don't seem to do shit. Okay, well, let's try our good old 30-second time to pop up the menu. I already know from the start this thing is not going to perform well with Chromixium. So, I'm already giving this computer a fail, but I gotta finish the entire thing. In order for it to pass, it must be usable. It must not take 30 seconds to open up just the pop-up menu. It must be responsive, you know. Doesn't have to be fast, it just has to be responsive. Okay, BitTorrent. Okay, let me try it from here. Okay, this whole computer's a fail. We'll just do, if it doesn't open files, I mean, come on. This thing, remember, 256 megs of RAM. I want to keep it period correct, beefed up for the time. And as for the, if this thing is like that, I won't even think about the Pentium MMX. Holy moly. It wouldn't even have booted anyways. What? Oh, that's buggy. Do we have anything in documents? No. What about pictures? Nope. I'm just doing the test like I said, and the fastest machine we're going to be able to do just explore a bit on the operating system. I mean, I want to get something done this century, Well, at least let's see if I can change the wallpaper. Something as simple as the wallpaper, which I like. I actually like that wallpaper. It looks cool. It's beautiful, actually. It's not like, wow. Oh boy. Oh, it's got nice wallpapers. Too bad it takes 60 minutes to just get them all. Oh, what's with the road thing? Ooh. Well, if you're very sensible to vertigo, well, that's not the one for you. Well, yeah, I like the prairie kind of stuff, the flatlands. Ah, look at that gorgeous beauty! Wow. I will have to admit, Chromixium, you have wonderful wallpapers. I'm gonna do another one after that. Oh, I thought those were clouds and flowers. Oh, beautiful, nice. It actually looks cute. So, 2 more, and that's it. And this is the skies. Yeah, the night in the city or something like that. And why not finish it with something like this? Alright, let's close it. Whoa! It looks cool from the aerial view. When you're downtown in the car, holy crap, you're gonna be probably pissed off. Especially if you're in downtown Montreal. Holy balls, this thing's a mess. Oh well. I guess the time's fine, but I'm not giving a rat's butt about it. Oh, you right click. You can also right click and you'll be able to get that menu. Nice. I won't look like a fool. Alright. Power off. Get my timer. Alright, timer is ready. 3, 2, 1, go. This is also known as the boot logo. Well, I mean the boot splash screen. Let me see here. I'm gonna write that down. This thing says 26 seconds. So it shuts, from all the times I've seen, shutting down is the fastest. Internet's a fail, downloading files is a fail, resources are low. Well, I'm stretching the Word document. The application, it takes, the applications tab takes 30 seconds to show. The speed is very slow. And this computer, can it run Chromixium? Nope. Alright, so we're with the Compaq Celeron machine. The time to install took 45 minutes, which is much better than the previous one. The time to boot, from after post to the login screen was 59 seconds. And from the login screen all the way till the computer reaches idle is 32 seconds. So that's good. Now, let's get going. Now please note, all of these boot times are not the first boots. They're always the second. The first one could always contain a configuration setting and everything and could taint the result. Always do the second boot. And we got 4% on my wireless strength, which is bullshit. So it looks like Chromixium, or the computers anyways, really do not like my wireless USB thing. Alright, let's go to applications. Oh no, not another one? It took 15 seconds. Okay, I'm going to take a note of that. Okay, first thing is to write a text document, which is probably going to pass. This is a text document that is completely pointless to save, period. Alright, so do I want to save it? No, I don't. So that's a pass. It's a stretch pass again because it does not have a built-in word processing unit. Well, word processor. Okay, let's go with the app launcher. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What? How about the internet? No internet? How am I supposed to do the internet if it doesn't even want to start? You know what? I'm starting to suspect that the computers are not the problem, but the operating system is. Let's go check the task manager to see the resources to begin. Well, to start. Oof. Come on. Oh. Let's see. I'm gonna do it again. Is it gonna show? Oh, Chromium browser seems to be running. It's in the background. We got 194, 198, 204. Okay, so it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, the resources are a little bit on the medium low. Let's see if I move my mouse like a freak. Why am I so shocked? The resources, I'll say medium low. Medium low. Now, that's far from going on the internet. Let's see. Chromium, is that it? It's not that. It's Chromium. Oh yeah. Browser. That would make sense. I don't see any errors. What the hell? Try it again. Nothing's happening. What the hell? I'm starting to suspect that it's not the computers, but Chromixium itself. So, again, Chromium browser and downloading a file fail. That's great. That is just great. So I guess the only thing I need to know now is the time to shut down, and we'll call it a wrap. Shut down. Power off. Ew. $18 seconds. Not that bad. Can Chromixium run on this machine? Nope. Okay, let's begin the live installation, or the live environment, on the Dell Pentium 4 machine. 3 gigahertz hyper-threading, 1 gig of RAM, and I think it's an 80 gig hard drive. It didn't have any hard drive. I found the first one, I threw it in. I don't know. The computer will tell me. It has a graphics card that I don't know what it is. Well, that's great. And there's the Chromixium logo. Chromixium. Nice job for the splash screen. The Ubuntu logo with the blue dot in the middle. Whoop-de-doo. This Dell is the Dimension 8300. I still have yet to do an overview on this one. Powered by the Intel 875p chipset. It's one of the high-end Dell models, and it could be a hit or miss because sometimes with the fan running slow, sometimes with high Prescott, like a high clocks Prescott, like 3.4 gigahertz, or even if you put the Gallatin cores, if they're supported, yeah, might not be the best one for them. And sometimes they have the CPU heatsink upgrade kit for that particular machine or particular Dell models that are supporting that. And yeah, you got to do the research because it could turn out that an older Pentium 4 with a Northwood CPU could outperform it because this one has heating issues. It's a nice board when it works, fine. It's a piece of shit when it doesn't work, fine. But this one, I think I'm lucky because I'm lucky. I kind of checked out the specs and everything, made sure everything worked. I used a 3 gigahertz Prescott CPU, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So far, so good. The Chromixium logo takes forever. Anyways, that's nothing new. However, I do feel like my Compaq was a little bit more zippier. Maybe my DVD drive's having trouble reading, or I'm probably being impatient. One of the three. Yep, I was impatient. That's me. Really? Okay. Wait a minute. No, my system's on. My system is on. It looks dead because there's no lights anymore. But the power LED is on. That's one of the main problems. That's one flaw they have. You gotta look straight in the middle to make sure you can see if the power's on or not. What the fuck is going on? Oh, there you go. I got it started. It just was a reboot, and that's it. And it did it. I don't know. I don't know what happened. There is a password for the username for the live environment, and the password is user. This one, like I said, has 1 gig, and in the description below you will have the link to the requirements for Chromixium. And I do believe that they were shooting for 1 gig minimum. So this one actually has the minimum requirements all the way through. The only thing it does not have is the CPU. They recommend dual cores. Of course, this is hyper-threading, hello dog, and it's fake dual cores. So first things first, let's see if I can open Chromium from here. If Chromium does not work here, I don't know what will. Ah ha ha! Yay! Okay, so we got potential here. Great. So, I'm going to go through the installer with you. Password again is user. So now, blah 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 blah. Do you agree? Do you not agree? You have to agree. Now this is the partitioning stuff there. It takes place in 4 phases, basically. The hard drive partitioning, the input system, the system back installer, which basically is the installer, and then the keyboard time zone, whoop-de-doo. It is recommended to connect to the internet before continuing. I do not do that. Here are the 4 options. You can have automatic partitioning, takes over the entire primary hard drive. You have manual, which basically you can dual multi-boot. It'll launch gparted basically. Direct is skips partitioning and proceeds straight to the installer. It seems like it doesn't give it. It's like just go ahead. Legacy, system back installer only, no configuration scripts. Because I want to spare the problems, I'm just gonna go automatic. Oh no, it's not an 80 gig, it's a 40. That works. Chromium installer. Are you sure you want to permanently delete all data on? Yep. Dev SDA. Oh boy. Now this is basically how it partitioned the drive. The hard drive has been partitioned as follows: 2 gigs for swap, really, and 37.9 gigs for the main partition. Make sure to allocate the root mount point on Dev SDA2 installer page and click the green arrow to set it. It doesn't seem to set it automatically. Well, Chromixium just started to become stable, so it's at the beginning. I'm going to enter my name, and yes, my name is Marc-Andre. That's my username in YouTube. I'm going to enter the password for it. I'm going to change the root password. That's not recommended for Ubuntu, but I'm the boss here. So if I want to be root, I'm going to be root. Now this is Intel, so this is how I brand them. I brand them by the CPU, and yeah, it's big branding. 3435 means it's a guinea pig. Okay. And you just set that to slash. Press this green arrow. Done. They should have done that automatically, but I guess this is going to come with the future. I always leave the bootloader on automatic and install the system using the following restore point, live image. So basically, what you see is what you get. So now it's going to install the system. It's going to give you a progress bar. See how fast this one is going. Not too bad, I guess. Anyways, we'll pick it up later. And there we go. And it is now completed. Hitting OK will now bring you the configurations for the keyboard and the time zone and whatever else. I don't think I recall seeing the time zone though. No, it's probably there. I just clicks next. Oh, look at that. It's 3:36 and it's 2:24. I think the 2 others have to clock right. This one doesn't. Yeah, well, what do you know? What's the date? Maybe it doesn't have a CMOS. The CMOS settings are great. Oops. No! While I am seeing May. Yeah, that's right. Nope. Okay. The battery's doing great. Okay, it's configuring the bootloader. Do you want to change the time zone, locale, and keyboard layout? It is currently set to... Oh, wait a minute. I used to say yes or no. Let's see. I think I used to press yes all the time. That's the first time I'm actually reading it. Oh boy, that would have saved me some time. Yeah, that saved me a lot of time. Okay. Go to reboot, and they'll give you the option of doing whatever you want. And we're off of the reboot. See you at the desktop. Alright, so the Pentium 4 took 20 minutes to install, 35 seconds to boot, 24 seconds to log in. So now, we're ready to go. But unfortunately, I realized there's something about my Dell. The hard drive LED no longer works. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh man. What else? Yep, okay, so let's start with the Word document. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. That too? Oh, there you go. Let's try that again. Yep. Well, there's a 3-second delay. It's getting better. Okay, let me see if I remember this. This is a pointless word. Yeah, it's definitely not that one, but who cares? You get the point. Okay, so that's a pass. If the others could pass that, if this one would fail, there would have been a problem. Okay, now that I know Chromium works, let's try it. We can go on the internet. Okay, I didn't really connect though. Let me connect that. Alright. So I'm going to try that again. I'm going to wait for that to spin and spin and spin. Okay, it's active. It's 6%. Come on. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Now we're in the new tab. There we go. So we are ready to surf the net. So I'm going to go to File, Hippo. Oops. This is basically where I download files, such as anti-malware and all the other stuff like browsers and everything. You got everything in there. So, I'm going to go ahead and use, how about browsers? There we go. I'm going to try Firefox. Okay, and this one doesn't support Linux though, but as you can see it's only Windows or Mac, but who cares? I just want to download a file. So, can we download stuff with this? Should be. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I want to save. That's right. Oh, this machine seems to be operating much better. That is too bad. The other ones just would not load. It just would not load anything. Well, now that I know this works, I'm going to try the other one. I'm going to try exploring now. So that's also a pass. Okay. Now this is a pass. Does the Chromium app launcher work? Yeah, it does. Oh, that was it. I did all this trouble for this. Oh well. In the Web Store, Google Drive, Google Docs. Ah, look, we have Google Docs. Oh, I don't want to. I'm not going to log in. Basically, Chromixium is very dependent on an internet connection. And that's the point. It's mobile oriented, internet oriented. It's supposed to be light on resources, and if you read the minimum requirements, again the description is down below, you'll be able to see how it works, and I can sort of understand why it failed. The two other failed because, well, there's just not enough resources in them. Of course I can always beef them up, but the point is, it's to be period correct. Anyways, last thing I need to check is the resources. Oh, that looks much better. Let's try moving. Oh wait, CPU, honey. Why are you floored? Why is my CPU floored? Yeah, that's not changing. But anyways, the resources are, you got high resources in there, so I'm gonna say high. I'm not gonna say crazy high, but up there's the CPU going down. Oh, it's going up, up. Oh, come on. So there we go. Now I'm gonna do the mouse test. Oh, that's demanding. So, resources are high. Let's put it this way. You got a high amount of resources that are free and available to be used. Of course, if you start putting some heavier stuff in there, you can see that thing go down the drain. But right now, this computer could actually be, well, yeah, it's a candidate for Chromixium. You have a P4 or Pentium 4 laying around with at least a gig, 512 megs could do. That's what it says on the wiki page. Then yeah, give it a try. If if it's collecting dust, give it a try. It could be good for guest browsing, PCs for guests, and whatever you want. Production wise, I wouldn't consider Chromixium as a production machine, simply because it relies a lot on the cloud services such as Google Docs and whatever else you have there. For example, you have Google Drive, you have the Gmail, of course. So it relies heavily on the internet. So for a production machine, I would not go this way. And why won't you open? There we go. See, as we can see here, it's all about the internet. And you know what? Sometimes it's just like weight. So if you need to do a little something quickly, they can do it straight from there, and you can save it on your local computer, and then you can take it somewhere else. It works a lot. It works very well with guest PCs. But once again, I would not consider this for a production environment. Chromixium is web-based mostly, and it's based on Ubuntu. Whoop-de-doo. So let's wrap things up. That's the last one. After a 6-second shutdown, I can safely say, can this PC take Chromixium? Absolutely. So there we have it. This is Chromixium on the Pentium 2, Celeron, and the Pentium 4 system. Were you impressed by the results? That's all for you to judge. I did the testing, I saw the operating system, and that's my review. Works great with Pentium 4s. 1 gig of RAM will take you far. Perfect machine for guests and everything, like my dog, for example. Hello, doggy. But it is not a production machine that you should take every day. Simply because it relies heavily on the internet applications. Sure, you can go with the Ubuntu App Store and get local applications if you want to, but it has been designed mainly to go on for the internet. It's been recommended highly for that. And of course, if you don't have the internet and you don't want to put internet on it, you're definitely out of luck, because there is no pre-installed word processing software. So you'll have to either go on the internet or get another distribution. That's pretty much it. So, if you have any questions, comments, anything I've overlooked or not looked at for this operating system, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. And until next time, take care.